EA Sports. It's in the game.
Cristiano Ronaldo again dominating the headlines going into the game. He's now the top scorer in the league. He keeps on scoring. We're going to see him again, and it's live. Big welcome to you all to this very famous football ground. Martin Tyler here along with Alan Smith, and we must get used to it now being called the Allianz Stadium. And here for you today, Juventus, and they play Sassuolo. And it's Juventus we'll really be focusing on now.
You have to take your hat off to them, Martin, because it's okay being expected to win the championship. It's a bit harder fulfilling those hopes, and they've done really well in doing that. Started this campaign really well, and I don't foresee them slipping up.
A couple of exceptional talents in a really good game that we might be focusing on.
Well, I think both of these players should come into this match with their confidence brimming, really, because they really have played well. They've led from the front.
Three changes for Juventus. Leonardo Bonucci starts, looking to continue his good form at the back. Blaise Matuidi starts, looking to continue his great form in midfield. And the great man is up front today, Cristiano Ronaldo. Check now on the team players for Sassuolo today. Well, we waited to see who would be nominally the central striker, and it is a midfield player, but they talk about a false nine. He'll actually play it as a nine. It's just that normally he's a midfield player, but he'll get the ball to feet, he'll play with his back to goal and link it, and they'll play off him. So, is he a false nine?
Well, we'll see, won't we? I mean, if you asked him, he probably wouldn't describe himself as a centre-forward, but he does give the two centre-halves a little problem at times when he drops off and they haven't got anybody to mark.
Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Supporting player alongside. Really connected well, and disappointed to see that fly off target.
Yeah, somebody in the crowd more in danger from that shot.
It's a tough ask for the visiting team today because the home side have won their last three matches.
Well, and they're full of confidence, and with the home crowd behind them, I think it'll be tough for the visitors.
Room now out on the wing. Leonardo Bonucci, Matuidi. Juventus looking for a victory here and expecting to get it. Aldo left the defenders trailing now. Here's a chance. He's in the clear. It's come off the goalkeeper. He scored! Fantastic start. Really quick off the blocks here. And they've given themselves a terrific boost for what lies ahead. Well, he's followed the forwards manual, Alan, hasn't he, really following up to get the chance when it comes off the keeper.
Well, that's what a striker's game should be all about, anticipating the knockdown and getting there first.
Well, no surprise to see that it's Juventus in front. Boateng. Read the play well. Very much a club with a tradition, Alan, of playing three central defenders, Juventus.
They are, and their success really has been built on that, hasn't it? But those three in question not getting any younger. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. Ronaldo.
Going forward well. And shoots! Corner for Juventus. And in it goes. That's shoddy from Dybala. Excellent interception. Comes to get it to feet. He's come rather deep to do that, the main striker. Matuidi. He'll need to try and get the ball back now. Peluso. Gone out over the touchline. That'll be a throw to the opposition. Miralem Pjanic. Now Juventus can get on the attack, get forward from this wide area.
Well, if you look at the coaching manual, you don't defend like that. He's got caught too square to his man there.
Shots on here. And Cristiano Ronaldo scores. Well, he's doubled up here with his second goal, and he took it in excellent style, just like the first one. Just widen the margin here to 2-0. Boateng. They could have got through there, but the defender was absolutely on top of his game. Douglas Costa. Well, they've given Cristiano Ronaldo some space here in a wide position. That could be a mistake. Delivered into the box. Cleared away, well away from goal. And the referee's given a corner to Juventus. Gone short with the corner. Cristiano Ronaldo! He's blocked the shot well. What a good way to score. For Juventus, an important goal. It really should wrap up the game for them.
Yeah, ruthless there with the way that they took it, and I think that's it for them.
Well, let's take another look at the goal.
Well, I know this manager's been working hard on the training ground on a certain shape, and boy, is it getting results out there.
I don't think we expected this, such a one-sided affair, but look at the scoreline. Boateng. Getting forward well as a team now. Boateng. Dybala. Bernardeschi. A chance to break away now on the counter. Here's Bernardeschi. Here's the chance to get in the cross. Pjanic. Well, that surely should be the game done and dusted now.
Turning into a cricket score, and I can see them getting more as well.
Well, that's put them further in front and nicely taken.
Certainly was, and they seem to be heading for a comfortable lead here.
And we can see a slightly different viewpoint on it. One team really on their game today, the other very off colour. Just a mistake, really. He's not even asked too much of the opponent. It's just a mishit pass. given it away, Ronaldo. Ferrari. It's a very good interception. Bernardeschi. He's got some room out here in the wide position. Opportunity to cross it now. He's got his shot off now. Could have been the hat-trick. Maybe should have been the hat-trick.
Yeah, it's all come so easy to him so far in this match. Maybe a bit casual there.
Pjanic. Oh, he's through. Didn't want to take the keeper on, did he? He just went for goal, put his foot through it, but he's missed the target.
I think he's a bit unlucky, you know. So often that would have found the back of the net. He got plenty behind it.
Boateng. Sloppy work, really. Federico Bernardeschi. And the decision for the added time is 3 minutes. They've cut the pass out there, and maybe that will ease the pressure. Trying to steal the ball from him. That's the end of the first half. How do you think Cristiano Ronaldo did in the first half, Alan?
Seemed to be all over the pitch in that first half, and he was in the box when it mattered to grab himself a...
Well, as you can see from the scoreline as we start the second half, there might not be too much of a contest left in this game. Untidy work. Leonardo Bonucci. Dybala. Slipping it through. He's through here. It's opened up. Oh, it's a great goal! He took it with great aplomb. I'm sure getting the first goal gave him the confidence to grab the second chance here. I have to say it's so one-sided today, but all credit to the team that are racking up the goals. Oh, he's cut that out well read. Ronaldo. Half a chance of a shot now. It's a good place to win the ball here. Now they're pressing in at him. Well, after a lot of media hype and speculation about this deal, Alan, it's finally gone ahead.
It has, and I think it will prove to be a good signing. I do like this player. I think he'll do well here.
Typical of Cristiano Ronaldo. And the goalkeeper given catching practice from long range, really. Could be a chance here. They've got the ball into a good area. He's got it away. Dybala. Pjanic. Douglas Costa. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. The shot's on! The ball's loose. Goalkeeper made the save, but he couldn't hold it. Well, he has cleared the danger. and back it goes to the goalkeeper. Saw the pass coming and got there first. What a dive to reach it and make the save.
One of the saves of the season so far.
Corner now for Juventus. Well, the goalkeeper wouldn't want to be beaten from there, and he made sure he wasn't spectacularly.
Yeah, because it was sweetly struck, and you do have to pay attention to those.
And in it goes. Brahimi. Ronaldo. As soon as they've lost the ball, they put the high press into operation. And it takes on the shot! Dangerous pass, I think, with the keeper pushing it away. Well, they're getting set for the corner. He did see it all the way, Alan, but it's still a good save.
The ball did move in the air a touch, so he had to keep his concentration.
Driven in by Dybala. That's frustrating to the coaches to see a corner there defended at the front post so easily. He does it all at such pace, Ronaldo. Shots on here. Goal! And that's the third, the hat-trick. It's a day he'll never forget. Well, some players might switch off if they've scored a goal, even 2 goals in the game, but he's greedy for more, in the best way, I mean, and he's got a hat-trick.
Yeah, he's been a danger from the start. His work rate, his runs off the ball have been top class. Oh, he's loving it, the manager. He's seeing his team playing really well, just what he was asking for.
I have to say it's so one-sided today, but all credit to the team that are racking up the goals. Sometimes being a favourite in a match can weigh heavily, expectation and all that. It's not a problem for this team, is it?
No, I think their manager will be delighted because they've not taken it easily at all. They've given respect to their opponents, but they've shown their class too.
He could lay it off to the supporting player. And shoots! So the corner about to be taken. Half a chance of a shot on! Whoa, that's flown over the bar.
Wow, the crowd were up on their feet there. It was a spectacular effort.
The playmaker here is Miralem Pjanic.
And they can't get near him, can they?
Let's fly! Keeper has reached it and rescued his side. A succession of corners here. Strong strike from long range and good goalkeeping.
Yeah, this is a good keeper and he wouldn't be expecting to get beaten from there.
Goalkeeper rising to the occasion, literally.
Yeah, he would have been disappointed to get beaten, but nevertheless had to keep his eye on the ball.
That's good support play from his teammates. Good screening, and he's kept the ball. Ronaldo, he really gave it the laces there, didn't he, Alan?
Yeah, he did connect with it beautifully. Not a bad effort at all.
Good reading of the play, anticipating the pass. Had a go! saw the potential for a shot from distance, and there was some potential there.
He doesn't need a second invitation from those kind of distance. He's always willing to have a pot shot.
Duncan, test of his control now. Juventus will get the throw. Matuidi. Ronaldo. He's got his shot off now. Oh, it's a tremendous goal. No slacking in these late minutes here, and the chance to extend their lead, and they have voraciously gobbled up the chance.
Well, they've played some really good football out there today, and that was another example of it.
Well, the game petering out a little bit now, with both sides settling for what's on the scoreline. Vast difference between the two teams. 4 more minutes. Brahimi. What about this for a shot? Optimistic. He's kept it out. And yet another corner. Well, he has got a chance to get the cross in. Shots on here. Juventus have won a corner now. A lot can happen in 4 minutes. That's what we've got of added time. And he heads it out for a throw-in. Cuadrado. Leonardo Bonucci. Cuadrado. With Ronaldo. And here's the shot. There's only a minute to go. Juventus have got the win here. Well, Cristiano Ronaldo, your thoughts on his performance today, Alan?
Well, we picked him out beforehand, and he's certainly done us justice. What a performance. If you look at the coaching manual, you don't defend like that. He's got caught too square.
Shots on here. And Cristiano Ronaldo scores.
This is the night both sets of supporters have been waiting for. Not long now until kick-off on match day 1 in the Champions League. Who will get off to a positive start with all 3 points? Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live here on EA TV. Good evening on what is, I regret to have to report, a pretty unpleasant night. The rain has been lashing down here. Derek Ray here on the commentary box, joined as always by former Arsenal and England fullback Lee Dixon. And we've got UEFA Champions League group stage action to bring you tonight. It is Victoria Pilsen up against Juventus.
Yeah, the long road to the final starts here in game 1. Always think that if you win your home games and don't lose your away games, you've got a good chance of progressing.
It's the opening match day, Champions League group stage, match day 1 underway, given away. So the initial 11 for the home side. Pretty well balanced, this formation, Lee.
Yeah, it can be a 4-2-3-1 in the offensive mode, but it can also go back to a 4-5-1 when you're defending. The lone striker will be supported by the 3 just behind him, especially the number 10 who will be given a free role.
And this is how Juventus will line up. Wojciech Szczęsny between the posts. Blaise Matuidi plays with Miralem Pjanic in the centre of the park. And leading the attack today is the hard to contain Cristiano Ronaldo. Can they slot it home? Space and time for the cross. And the defender takes care of business. Now Matuidi, Dybala, Costa with it, Dybala, and that a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. Corner coming up for Juventus. Now the execution of the corner. Given away. He has teammates to play it to. And a strong tackle. Well, match day 1 in the UEFA Champions League, always exhilarating. And as we look at the group, what might we see in this section, Lee?
Juventus always have to be considered amongst the favourites to win any competition. So much strength in depth, a tough team to break down. And we know they're capable of scoring their fair share of goals. Tottenham Hotspur are a joy to watch too, we know that, with their brand of football, so we'll just have to keep a close eye on this group to see how it progresses.
And they'll have to throw it back in play. Dybala, Matuidi, Pjanic, and now Ronaldo. Tremendous block. Corner for Juve. The cross is on. Cristiano Ronaldo. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. They are so hugely popular, Juventus, Lee, from the north of Italy to the south, up and down the peninsula, and they look forward to the group stage of the Champions League every year.
Well, they do. They're giants of world football, they really are. And I'm not going to mention how much I like their shirt. Absolutely brilliant shirt. Every kid should have one. But it's the tradition that goes with that shirt. They're serial winners.
And scope for the cross. A Juventus corner forthcoming. Well, first-rate goalkeeping.
Oh, he can't believe the goalkeeper saved that. That's brilliant.
Attending to his defensive chores. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Corner given. And given away. Can they get themselves in front here? Well, it was straight at the keeper, but technically good goalkeeping. Kolas. Carrying a genuine threat here. Excellent challenge. Matuidi. Pjanic now. Joao Cancelo. It's with Joao Cancelo. Pjanic. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Limberski with it. It's with Joao Cancelo. Federico Bernardeschi. Well, younger fans might think it would be incongruous for Juventus not to be in the Champions League. They had a few lean years, but they're very much part of the package league.
The Champions League wouldn't be the same without Juve in the lineup, and they bring certain amount of Italian suave to the competition. One of my favourite Italian teams, if not the.
Well, great read there to intercept. Federico Bernardeschi. And dispossessed. Broszowski with it. And it's with Jakub Rzeznicek. Ideal for the goalkeeper, for any keeper. Well, he has just veered into an offside position this time. Oh, goodness, he was right on top of the situation to get the ball back for his team. Good tackle. And now Ronaldo. Ronaldo! Well, is he going to give them the advantage? Well, he analyses it, you know. I think he'll feel he shouldn't have taken on the shot from there.
Well, he definitely shouldn't have done. The angle's all wrong. He's got to look for other options.
It's with Dybala. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pjanic. And putting his body on the line. Thundered clear. Now Chiellini. Here's Bonucci. It's with Joao Cancelo. Federico Bernardeschi. Matuidi. And now Ronaldo. And he's made headway. Does he have the beating of the goalkeeper? The first goal of the match, and the lead certainly doesn't flatter them.
It's taken a while, but the pressure has taken its toll. Well, it's not a brilliant goal, but it's a goal. It's in the back of the net. Keeper couldn't do anything about it.
And underway once more. It is advantage Juventus. We've been waiting to find out. Now we know a minimum of 3 added minutes here. It's going to be a free kick for Juventus. Played in there. And a half-baked clearance. I think he knew he was guilty of fouling. Free kick conceded. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Well, a more than satisfactory performance from Ronaldo in the first half, Lee.
Well, his manager will be delighted with him. He's been spot on in this game, hasn't he? Energy, imagination, desire, and a steely determination.
It's the opening match day. Champions League group stage, match day 1 underway. Dybala. And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. And they get the ball rolling in the second half. Juventus with the advantage. Ronaldo! And a goal here for Juventus. Surely theirs to lose now.
Well, you tell youngsters in that position just to hit the target. You can't score unless you do. And on this occasion he does, and he scores.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? Well, a second goal for them here. Broszowski with it. Pjanic now. Federico Bernardeschi. Pjanic. Broszowski with it. Kolas. Douglas Costa. Considerable momentum, courtesy of Ronaldo, but what can he produce from here? Oh dear, I think he's left his shooting boots behind in the dressing room.
Well, it was well worth the effort. Poor technique, really. Should do better than that.
It's with Dybala. Dybala, that was untidy. Is he going to punish them here? Will there be a tangible end product? It could be up for grabs. And that is offside. Matuidi. Here's Bonucci. Now Matuidi. Half an hour remaining then. And on the ball, Orjava. Dybala. The object of the exercise from Juventus is to get it forward. That's what they're doing. And it's with Martin Zeman. Chiellini. It's with Joao Cancelo. Now Matuidi. Trying to chisel it, and the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save. And that will be a corner. And a goal kick will be next. David Limberski. He's an astute reader of the game, Matuidi. Well, let's see, does he mean business? It's with Dybala. So 20 minutes to go. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. Now Rugani. Pjanic. Good-looking attack launched by Ronaldo here. Real chance. Douglas Costa! And that's sound goalkeeping to hang on to the shot like that. And it's with Martin Zeman. And it's with Jakub Rzeznicek. And the decision is one of offside here. Roszowski with it. Pjanic. Cristiano Ronaldo. Roszowski with it. Rzeznicek. Carrying a genuine threat here. And can he make this move count? Couldn't keep it. Matuidi. Roman Hubnik now. He's given us away. And he's broken free. Can he beat the goalkeeper? And a goal by Cristiano Ronaldo. So typical of him.
Well, I think the keeper's expecting power. He's expecting the laces to come right through that ball, but he just passes it into the net. A lovely, lovely finish.
It's a substitution for Juventus. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Roszowski with it. Horjava. Zeman. Their emphasis is on passing the ball forward. Now what can they do from here? And Kovacic here with it. Read it superbly to take back possession. Space galore for Juventus. Patrick Roszowski. Kolas. And it's with Martin Zeman. Now, what can he do here? Let's see what he hasn't. Opportunity it is. Powerful enough, but not precise enough.
No, not accurate enough at all. He had other options on as well.
And 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages. Brahimi on the ball. Matuidi. And dispossessed. And it's with Jakub Rzeznicek. This game is in the history books, and Juventus have claimed all 3 points from their opening game of the Champions League season.
Yeah, really, really strong start. That's what you need. But with 5 games to go, very important you stay in the now. One game at a time, Derek. Bit of a cliche.
The cameras love him, he loves the cameras. Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, he's now the top scorer in the league. Wonderful even by his high standards. Here he goes again, and it's live. Well, this is the one we've been waiting for, we being Martin Tyler and Alan Smith in the commentary box, and you, of course, ready to watch the game unfold.
Yeah, I can't wait for this one.
And the game today is Frosinone against Juventus. And it's Juventus we'll really be focusing on now.
Full marks to the players because they've concentrated right from the very off in this season. I know there's still a long way to go, but we all expected them to be champions, and they're looking like that in these early stages.
Well, this is how the home team shape up. This is the way they like to play, isn't it? And it does allow them, with three at the back, to have two main attackers up front, which is a little bit unusual these days.
Well, you look at that formation and you could interpret it as being a little negative, especially if that holding midfielder in front of the back three.
Ronaldo! Oh, it's a corner now for Juventus. Well, that's good support play from his teammates. Matuidi. Pjanic. On to Dybala. Cristiano Ronaldo! I wonder, Alan, whether that's come too early for him. His first chance, the first chance of the game.
Yeah, and he might not get a chance as good as that.
Alan, I know you're looking forward to seeing this excellent Juventus side, this side that can score goals by just flicking a switch, it seems.
Well, they play such an open, expansive game. It does leave them vulnerable at times, but they've just been outscoring the opposition.
Miralem Pjanic. Trying to find an opening, not panicking. Got the tackle in. Ronaldo. Shots on here. That's a good block. Very hard for the defending team to do anything with the ball in these circumstances. Dybala. Ronaldo. Very good piece of work by the goalkeeper to turn that away from danger.
The crowd sensing momentum here. They want to see their team make the most of it.
Matuidi. Now Pjanic. Matuidi. Pjanic. With Ronaldo. He's got his shot off now. And this time, yes, they do score. Well, it's been coming, and they've been playing well enough to deserve this goal. Nicely created, well finished, and very well merited. That's a great goal from his left foot for Cristiano Ronaldo.
No wonder he's smiling, he enjoyed that.
Another angle on it here. Oh, no surprise to see that it's Juventus in front. Neatly intercepted. Miralem Pjanic. They tried to keep it, but they haven't been able to do that. Slipped past his man now. And shoots! I think he wasn't quite aware of where the goal was, because that's well off target.
He shanked that dreadfully.
Miralem Pjanic. Federico Bernardeschi. Plenty of width for the team to attack into. Some options now for the pass. Now this is an interesting attack. Ronaldo, goal! They lead by 2 now. Took the chance nicely, and that really has given them much more of a basis for the rest of this match. Well, scoring in any game is worthy of celebration. When you get 2, it is special, and he is feeling that special delight at the moment. Restarting at 2-0. Good work, really, to read the intention of the pass. If they maintain their lead to half-time, they'll be... The break is definitely on. Can he deal with it here? Just a mistake, really. He's not even asked too much of the opponent. It's just a mishit pass. Dybala. Miralem Pjanic. Dybala. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. What a brilliant goal. And that's the third, the hat-trick. It's a day he'll never forget. They will be signing the match ball for him afterwards because of a hat-trick.
Yeah, he won't forget this day in a hurry. Top stuff from him.
I have to say it's so one-sided today, but all credit to the team that are racking up the goals. Lorenzo Arialdo. Maybe just kicked it a little bit there, and pass goes straight to the opposition. Going forward well. Now he's looking for support. The shot's on! Still a chance in there off the goalkeeper. And there was danger, but he's cleared it. Matuidi. Dybala. Bernardeschi. Doing well to keep the ball. And here's the shot. Oh, it's the post! Ronaldo. Shots on here. Looking to take the corner quickly. Cristiano Molinaro, out of harm's way, out for a throw. Federico Bernardeschi, trying to find Cristiano Ronaldo. Lorenzo Arialdo. It's unlike him, really, to play the ball. Ronaldo! Goal!
Well, if you look back through the archives, you'll see that this player has scored quite a few from these kind of distances, and it is a knack.
That does extend their margin now at an important time.
There's a huge golfing class out there, Martin, and that's been shown by the scoreline.
Well, let's take another look at the goal.
Oh, he's loving it, the manager. He's seeing his team playing really well, just what he was asking for.
Well, this is a truly outstanding start to the game. A fantastic first half. And it's going to be a minimum of 3 minutes to be played of added time.
You